at you from the 37th parallel on America's haunted highway. It's Pixelated Paranormal, your guide to the unusual and the strange.
Hello, and welcome to the Ghost of Saltmarsh campaign with some of my friends. This is the second campaign. If you tune in to Fandelver and Below, that's on the opposite Mondays. So this is a whole new crew. We've only run one session so far, and then life happened. And yeah, so we're going to go ahead and introduce everybody. We're going to start out with Preston.
Oh my god, I wasn't prepared to go first. What's up, all you cool ghosts and goblins, you crocodines and crocodingos, skeletor, skeletons, and witchers and witches, whatever, what else you want to be. Rob's giving me shit because my camera is out, so I was fucking with the cord trying to figure out if I can or cannot make it work because he doesn't want to be the only beautiful old scruffy face that you see. He wanted me to suffer along with him, and but no, I'm doing good. Yeah, no complaints here.
Or are you doing well?
I mean, I'm doing all right.
He's doing good.
Doing all right. You know?
And Sean, how's it going, buddy?
My name was Sean in this campaign, as opposed to the other campaign. I am playing the role of Krathi, Seadrifter, Goliath, Barbarian, everyone's best friend, but mainly tech.
In my brain, when you said that, I seen it as Krathi, the letter C, Drifter, and that's just how my brain works sometimes. Joe, what's up, buddy?
Hey, howdy, all you cool ghouls and goblins. I am Joe. I will be inhabiting the role of Elias Blackwood, occult detective and not at all suicidal person.
Well, I'll climb into that.
Yeah, that's me. Coming at you live from twitch.tv/Colesvein.
Awesome. All right, and then we've got Kiz.
You're muted. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Let me see if I can go fix that. Move on.
All right, and
you're back.
Chris, how are you doing today?
Hi, I'm Chris. I play Garbanzo, the Goblin Rogue, who is a mystery to everybody, including myself.
And then we have Kiz. Maybe. No, not yet. We still aren't there yet. All right.
The world may never know.
Is Kiz here or not? We don't know. Joe claims she exists, but how do we really know?
I don't know.
All right. Well, Oh, wait. I think I hear you.
Okay, sorry. I asked my husband to check that everything was okay, and he said he did.
That figures. Husbands, am I right?
Am I right? Hi, my name is Kiz. I'm Kaziah's wife. Well, anyway,
your own wife?
I play Nora Vale. She's a gunslinger without a gun because I still can't afford it.
All right. And I just want to bring the mood down a little bit. People in the community known me for a long time. My mother passed away on Friday, 72 years old. She had Alzheimer's and finally succumbed. But I do have a quick D&D story. She never actually played D&D, but I was running the starter set campaign, which is basically the first 4 chapters of the Fandelver and Below campaign with some friends in Paducah. And we had 6 players, and they had to do a stealth check because they were going through Thunder Tree with the green dragon, and they were trying to be sneaky. And they both, three of them rolled too low, and three of them rolled too high. So we needed a tiebreaker, and they had Droop the Goblin with them, and so we let Mom roll for Droop, and she rolled a 1. There was a casualty. It was one of the players' familiars, the cat, but everybody else lived. But that was the only time my mom rolled dice for D&D, and it was a critical fail. So she never touched it again. But
You telling me Droop isn't an original character made for our first campaign? He's a recurring.
You knew this. You had to have known this, right?
No.
I'll be the second person to say I've never heard this story. So, yeah, I enjoyed it though.
It's a pretty funny show. It was pretty funny. It was, and everybody's like, ah. Luckily, nobody died but the cat. And the funny thing is, it was an ex-girlfriend of mine that was playing the character that had the cat, and she was not happy.
And that's the reason.
Yeah. And that's why we broke up. No, I think we were actually broken up at the time. She was just, we couldn't get rid of her. But anyway, when we last left this campaign, you guys went to the haunted mansion. The haunted mansion. No, wait. You went to the haunted house. You guys did not go to Disney World. And you found your way into the dank basement below. And you had ran into some skeletons, and just as you were finishing up 6 skeletons coated with gold in some places, a secret compartment opened up, and a skeleton alchemist come through, and you guys dismantled him quickly. And then that is where we left off. And I know we were having trouble with the battle maps and stuff last time, but I fixed that problem because for some reason, when D&D Beyond, the maps don't line up because the maps for the players' maps are smaller in scale because they take out something, and they're smaller, and so they don't line up. Some of the maps just don't line up. So I know how that's a problem now and how to fix it.
Yeah, it looks fine now.
Yep. So anyway, yeah. So you found this skeleton, this alchemist, and you see a secret door had slid open into the room next door. What are you guys doing?
My rage being still active, I would push into the door to see if there's any more skeletons.
Yeah, because you kind of went into another room over here and skipped it because there was no monsters, so you kept going. And you look into this room, and a bench runs down the west wall of what seems to be a laboratory. On the bench, the jars of powders and liquids and several pieces of chemical apparatus. There's a table against the south wall forming an L shape with the bench. A book is open on the table. Also on the table is a candlestick with a tiny stump of unlit candle that's still in it, and a variety of other items that, even in the dim light, shine with the warmth of pure gold. One of these objects looks like a human skull. But there seem to be no enemies in here.
Well, I'll calm down a little bit.
Well, clearly that's not trapped. Should be fine, right?
I don't know. Does anybody want to check for traps?
Yeah, I'll check by picking up the skull.
No.
My man.
No. Hold on. Let somebody get prepared here.
I pick
real
up the
quick.
skull.
Oh, son of a bitch.
During Tax starts yelling at you. No, don't pick that up.
No,
And you're like,
no, don't be hasty. No.
You pick it up, and it just seems to be a human skull, but it is coated. It is coated in gold.
Is fine, Jack. I'll toss at him.
There's also on this table you find an apple that's coated in gold, a rose coated in gold, and a set of 5 small discs. 5 gold, are worth about 5 gold. the human skull itself looks like it's worth about 20 gold pieces. There also seems to be some like gold coins kind of scattered around. Looks like about like 47 pieces of gold.
Well, that'll be good to repay some debts.
There's also a book sitting on the desk, and there looks like there's some. Yeah, there's a book on the desk.
I am very interested in that book. I will approach it.
All right.
Be like, well, what's this? Pick it up.
So it looks. When you kind of look at it, it looks like it's written in common, but as you kind of like look over it just at a split second, you can't. It seems very complicated. The title is called "Ye Secrets of Ye Philosopher's Stone," with no author. You could probably get about 50 gold pieces if you were to sell a book like this. Just like looking at it. But even with your arcana knowledge that you may have, you realize that you're not able to. You'd have to actually sit down and study this book to really understand what's going on. Just at a casual glance, it's very complicated and convoluted. Anybody else want to investigate anything in here?
I'll stow the book away for sure. For now.
I'll enter and look at the apple. A little peckish.
Well, it's coated in gold.
Unfortunately.
You look disappointed when you pick it up. You're like,
oh, 100%.
but also hungry. Yeah. What about you, kids? Are you gonna do anything while you're in here?
Last time someone picked something up, a bunch of worms came out. So whatever Eliza picks up, I'm gonna take for myself later. So I'm good.
All right. What about you, Tack?
No, I'm good. So, yeah, I'm not going to do anything. I don't trust anything in this room.
Everybody, give me a.
We put all the gold stuff in the bags. What I'm saying.
Oh, I do have that. I do have that bag of holding. If I can hold everything for everybody until we get out of here.
Everybody, give me a perception check. Will it take Joe 20 minutes to roll a die today? We will see.
Now we Gucci. Theoretically.
Oh, it's gonna take me 20 minutes.
Okay. You kind of all notice that as you kind of get looking at this desk a little bit, if you were like picking up things, you notice that there is there definitely seems to be like a kind of a drawer kind of hidden in the desk that it's kind of like barely kind of open, but you don't really, it's not really one that's hidden, but it looked like it would be hidden if it was closed correctly. What are you guys gonna do?
Well, if I'm by the desk, I'll open it.
Yeah.
So you pull the drawer open, and you see a spell book in there.
Pick it up.
All right. Yeah, it's a spell book. You think it probably belongs to the alchemist skeleton. It contains 4 spells. Dancing Lights, Comprehend Languages, Tensor's Floating Disc, and Shatter.
Hand it to Tack.
And I put it in my bag of holding.
All right. So yeah, it looks like you guys have cleaned this room out. You don't see anything else in here, though. You don't see any secret doors or anything like that.
I vote we explore more upstairs now that we've cleared out this part.
Is there anything? Is there another room
Downstairs.
to the left of us at all, or is this it downstairs?
Well, there is a room right over here. Krathi went in there and looked for enemies, and then immediately came.
Or something.
Go for it, big man.
Unlike the barracks, this small room holds comfortable furnishings and appears to be well cared for. A comfortable corner has a wooden locker at its foot. A small wooden table stands against the east wall with a padded leather chair beside it. On the table, a brass 3-branch candlestick and 3 burning candles provide the light with bright light. The candles, though fresh, are far from spent. Under the table is a wooden box and an unlit bullseye lantern with a movable shutter over the lens. On the shelf above the table sit 3 books. In the northeast corner is a closed wooden wardrobe.
Boy, I love books. Checking them out.
All right, so you kind of walk over the books, and one of them is a volume of erotic poetry, fully illustrated.
Oh boy!
Drop it.
The demigod Iuz, and its minions. And as you kind of pick up that third book,
Yeah, I like that one.
a piece of